Dirt.
Well, I can't wait to watch this video about 7th edition vehicle rules.
Ooh. 7th edition. And we're live.
Oh boy.
Woot woot. Alright. You see the base?
It hasn't started for me yet.
Ah.
There we go. Perfect. And I think we're on episode 13.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yep. That's broke. That's a broke base.
Mm-hmm. Do. And perfect. Yeah.
And that's such a weird.
It's
such a weird place.
Yeah, I snipped it right there. You can see some naked plastic or resin, and then yep, snapped right there. Real clean break all the way across. So, I mean,
yeah,
it should make it actually easier to remove the rest of it, but.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and this my putty doesn't want to come off.
I have that problem in the morning.
Paying Burn Dark. Yes, this is printed, and it broke when I was trying to do a little work on it. Nothing a little super glue shouldn't fix, but it's pretty interesting. I was cutting off one small rock here, and the entire base snapped in half. And look at how interesting it broke, too. It's like very wavy and organic.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like if an ice cube broke.
Mm-hmm.
And this really doesn't want to come off. Did I plan ahead and bring a hobby knife with me? I did not. But I have my sharps container near me, so I'm going to use an old blade. And then maybe know for the future, Poster Tack loves resin.
Mm-hmm.
Z NewbieQ, hello! Lucky Bat, howdy! I don't know what resin was used. These were printed for me by a seller on Etsy. So I don't know exactly what they used, but whatever it is very brittle. It's gray.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how many resins are gray?
I'm pretty sure that's the only resin that's gray.
Boy, when I use my nippers, it launches. It absolutely launches. Hello, everyone. A little incident. This base decided to snap in half when I tried to remove a little detail. But it shouldn't be a problem. A little super glue to get it back together. We're at the home stretch for these salamanders.
Home stretch.
Lucky Bat, I need some help. So, this mount. To me, it looks a little like a moray eel. And I want to make these guys kind of Japanesey. So I want the bases to be green, red, and brown. So what color do you think this organism would be?
Mm-hmm.
How is everyone doing? Well, Nick got the Black Death.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was licking rats and he just picked it up.
Yeah, not COVID. Different plague.
Lucky Bat, what does a banana eel look like?
I bet it looks like a banana.
Wouldn't it be funny if it didn't?
Well, we're the biologists, so we would know.
I think one of the health benefits of working with this resin is filing it and then breathing in the file dust. Makes it stronger.
Yeah, that's why I have a cough.
So Lucky Bat put in a vote for yellow for this eel horse looking thing. So I'm thinking for all of the bases, I'm going to do brown, red, and green. And obviously all of my salamanders are pink and blue. So he has to be a color that'll look nice inside of all those colors. Kilgore Void misses breathing in lead like the good old days.
Yeah.
One funny story about taking in toxic chemicals. So when I was a very small child, are any of you familiar with reusable ice cubes? Does anybody know what that is?
Oh, Yep, I know this one.
A reusable ice cube is a little plastic thing filled with like soapy alcohol water inside of like a plastic cube. They taste better than regular cubes. Kilgore Void beat me to it. When I was a tiny kid, I would eat them. I would bite a small hole, and then I would suck out all the juice.
And that's why you remember so good.
That is exactly why I remember is good.
It really does make a lot of sense.
Schlorp. One nice thing about this resin is there's no danger of bubbles. At least I don't think there is. Could a bubble form in your print?
Yes.
Well,
yep.
Folks.
Probably won't. It could though. Sometimes if you really pour the resin in too fast into the vat, you can get a little bubbleage. At least on the bottom.
But wouldn't the bubble only be one layer?
It works its way up.
One layer thick.
I don't know.
Oh no, I see what you mean.
I've had
because there's a physical bubble in between the flashlight or whatever activates it. The screen.
Yeah, it's a flashlight. It's a little gnome with
That's
a
why
flashlight.
they're so cheap. All right, look at that though. You can't even tell there was a break. And you can't even tell that there used to be a small cartoon hammer right there. Because these bases are not meant to belong to these models. But it's cool that I got them, so I'm going to use them. These are supplied by the Etsy seller.
Steam Geek 01. Thought you were doing your nails for a moment.
No, I was before stream.
That's a different... Yeah. That's on our OnlyFans?
Yes. Ooh, a Corvus pattern helmet. Zerg619 is working on some costume. Is it in the holiday spirit of Halloween?
I hope so. It's Void 16. Mm-hmm. They say hello.
Hello, Void 16. All right. Gluing it back together for hopefully the last time. And
you shouldn't have said that out loud.
Boom. It is perfect. Also, I don't know if anyone else can add their 2 cents to this. I had a heck of a time getting my poster tack off of the resin. I don't know if resin is particularly like prone to getting stuck. I know plastic is like the best case scenario because plastic is so hard.
Is it silicone? Is there some? Because I know that if you want to cast the UV resin, it interacts with silicone.
Oh, that could definitely be it.
Like it melts it.
That could be part of it. For sure. I have no idea what the chemical composition of this. Goober, we need a PhD.
Go direct message
Yes.
him right now and get him on the stream.
Hey Goob, we need to know what is in post attack. Ooh, Steam Geek is working on some Lich Guard. Void 16 is working on a Necron Overlord.
Cobra Void's working on a single orc
Aww.
for Orktober.
Is that the last orc you need for your 10,000 point orc army? And then it'll all be finished.
Yep.
All right. What to do with you? So, gang, what do you think this guy looks like? I think he looks kind of like an eel and a horse. So,
I like banana eel.
banana eel. I'm gonna look up what that is.
Yes, please.
Banana. This day is banana. BANANAS. All right. Wow. Banana eel is a real looker.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, it looks exactly like a banana.
Yep.
Wow. Everybody, if you Google banana eel, it's pretty funny. Is yellow with brown blotches gonna look real nice against pink and blue? It could. It could.
You could make it more
I
orangey.
could make it a little more orangey. Let me look at some other eels first. But
Oh, I don't know about that.
we're gonna keep banana eel though on the table. All right, morays are a classic green.
That's Amore.
Mm-hmm. When an eel bites your thigh and you bleed out and die, that's amore. All right, morays are kind of a fun
Wow.
color. They're kind of a mottled green, gray, yellow. Green, gray, yellow.
And you can get that song on Spotify.
Yes, we also have a video of us performing it in the nude on our OnlyFans.
Yes, we do.
Ooh, I kind of dig this one. It's kind of yellow with bigger blotches of brown. It looks like it's called the fangtooth moray eel. It's kind of got like a zebra-y print. That might be too much, though. It might be too much for just the mount. Boy, I think so far I'm leaning towards a moray eel. But they're salamanders. Why are they... This perplexes me so much. What is this meant to be? Like, clearly this is...
The eel?
Clearly this is just a salamander. Yeah, but eels don't have 4 legs. That end in hooves.
That one does.
I guess they're not hooves. They look like big fat fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yes, thanks, Pangburn Duck. The fan is lovely. Paint it for moray eel, just for the other name of bastard moray. An electric eel. Yeah, what color are electric eels? Oh my gosh. This apparently poster tag can be swallowed without any harm.
Yep. So you got a new snack. Is it keto though?
It's poster tag keto. Banana eel. The moray of the more the merrier. Maybe it's a big lizard. What do you want it to be? I just want it. I want it to not steal the show away from the rider. I want the rider to be the clear focus. Oop, and I just smacked it. But I still want it to be fun.
Rough Rider.
What does an electric eel look like? I think from memory they're just like black. Yeah, they're kind of black. You know what? I think I gotta go banana just for the fun factor of it being a banana. So, yeah, let's do banana. Aww.
Yay!
More resin breakage. The fan guy's foot just broke off of his leg.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. I mean, it should glue right back on. They break in such odd ways. Like, it's... Here, let me try to show. It's a cup. It didn't break flat. It broke round.
I think we should have one break per show.
I want a 21 gun salute for this broken foot. All right.
Want a military parade?
It's gonna be National Salamander with the fan day. Ah! All right, that was not enough time to hold it for the glue to set. Nope, that was also not enough time. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Yeah, you guys might be wondering, oh my god, it's still not dry. I think the super hard resin is kind of creating a little bit of a vacuum, so that the air can't get to it. Yeah, I'm not in love with this really hard resin. And the reason this stuff keeps breaking is because I'm not careful. But that's part of how I like to hobby. I like to be a little fast and loose. All right. Great. I don't like to be careful.
Because what's the fun in that, anyways?
Yeah, if I want to be careful, I just collect stamps or something.
Hobby. Yeah.
It's an Elamander.
Yeah.
Eel O'Brien, aka the Plastic Man, like Conan O'Brien. You know, I actually heard the other day that Conan O'Brien is Irish. I hadn't noticed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kilgore Void is not allowed to airbrush to shoot in the house. Oh, because of the 21 gun salute after 8 p.m. Yeah, it's a little loud. All right. Kevin Bruick fired the 21 shots. And then for good measure, Steam Geek also got one out.
Yeah, well, that's very nice.
Hobby, yes. All right. So, if he's going to be yellow, I've heard that pink is actually a phenomenal undercoat for yellow. So, I think we should give that a try.
Oh.
But I'm going to take it one further, and I'm going to go purple.
Is the underneath?
No, I'm going to spray purple on his belly, and then I'm going to spray pink on his sides, and then I'm going to spray yellow everywhere. And we'll see what kind of a look that gives me. Because yellow is actually kind of tricky to paint with because it so quickly changes color. It just becomes...
Like the more you add?
Yeah, or like if you darken yellow, it just becomes orange or red. Or mud. Let me try to get this on camera for you guys. I'm adding some Zenus purple in the old style pot, which I love. I like the old pots that GW used to make. The new ones suck. You guys, we should have a stream where I just transfer all of my paints into dropper bottles. Zerg619, yes, this model has already been primed. It has been primed white.
So have I.
I get it.
I'm Rust-Oleum.
Kilgore Void. Kilgore Void does not want me to transfer my bottles because they don't have time for a 48-day stream. I don't have that many Games Workshop paints. I think it would only take me like a solid month. 30 days. 30 days quick in and out. So about how long it took me to paint these guys. All right, I got purple in my brush. So here we go. Zerg619 uses Tamiya primer, or Tamiya. I feel like priming is you just get a coat on the model. I don't know if there's anything real special with priming. Aw, he's already looking kind of fun.
What's Void 16? What's the black called that you used on these? I need to get some of those.
The black? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, like the black paint? I think it's
so.
P3. The black I'm using is P3 Thamar Black. It's pretty good. Yeah, that priming just gives your paint something to stick to. Kevin Bruick summed it up perfectly. I want to get the tip of that tail purple.
Kilgore Void called it Barney.
Ah. Also, I just noticed that I had actually done some cleanup work and scraped away a little bit of the primer. So I believe that is going to actually show me where some of my banana spots are going to be.
Spots are going to... That's amazing.
It's going to inform the model making. So there's no mistakes, only happy accidents.
And mistakes.
Hey, it's Joey Flores. Yes, we're painting this thing today. Whatever it is. I think I'm going to call them Nanners.
Nanners.
Trying to real quick clean out my airbrush. Usually I would just do this in the sink, but should just be able to knock it out. I didn't put too much paint in there.
You should get a portable sink.
A portable sink. That would be quite an invention. Mm-hmm. Is it like attached to hoses, or does it just have a water reservoir?
No, it just pours onto the ground.
Oh. But
yeah. So you take a garden hose, run it through your house, and then it just drains into the ground.
Of course.
Yeah.
That sounds very convenient. Have you guys seen Catgut's Coconut Crab paint scheme? Is that the Tyrannid? The Tyrannid coconut crab stuff? Because I've seen that and it's awesome. I heard manners. He does look like Banana Slug. Also saw the fan. It looks Chef's Kiss. Aw, thanks, Joy Flores.
Yeah.
Kevin Bruick. Yes, the scratches are not mistakes. They're opportunities.
Yep.
Yes, everyone is yes. It is the Tyranids that are done up like crabs, and it is pretty epic. And boy, I sure don't own a lot of pinks. If you guys can believe it.
Really?
Yeah. Where is the pink that I used? I'll just use the pink that I was using for my newts. Alright, little pink in the brush. And we'll see if pink really does make a lovely undercoat for yellow. If not, this will be a very interesting looking thing. That could have been green.
Yep. That will be very interesting. David Vaughn is here. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
This isn't very pink. Let me add in a little bit of red to try to pink it up.
Pink it up, pink it up.
David Vaughn is off of work and ready to paint. One time I was hanging out at my local G-Dubs, and a guy came in with he bought a Knight Errant, and he had a 2-liter of Mountain Dew, and he's there all evening. And then I think he drank half the Mountain Dew. He packs up his Knight and then says, "Well, I'm off to work," and leaves at like 9 o'clock.
Yep.
What a legend. There we go. That's a pink.
That was pretty good. Hope forgot. Again. This is the second time that Hope has forgotten the stream. That's pretty rude.
Kilgore Void, he might have been a night person. Like he worked the night shift. The graveyard shift.
Yeah. Wasn't there some guy that also bought like chips and Pepto-Bismol?
Oh, I don't remember.
You remember that?
I remember
guy?
that.
Where he was eating chips and drinking Pepto-Bismol.
Oh, you know what? I think I do remember that. Yeah, what a combo.
You gotta force him down.
Oh, yes, you do. David Vaughn is painting some Space Marines from the Shadow Spear box. The Shadow Spear box. Is that the one that came with the Tacticool Primaris Marines? The jumpy dudes with the auto guns, and the Eliminators, Primaris Eliminators. David Vaughn, am I close? Is that the one? Because I've been having my eye on that box for a little while now, because it has a bunch of Space Marine units I don't own. Yes, David Vaughn confirms I am correct. I am a god.
Wow.
And I need some white paint.
You do have the Games Workshop catalog in your brain.
I do.
At all times.
I do. All right, so last but not least, I think I'm going to spray white on top, because it looks like my primer didn't give me perfect coverage, because I can see a little bit of gray underneath. So I'm just going to real quick spray some white, and then we'll go to the yellow, and we will see if this is going to be a disaster or not.
I'm excited.
Does anybody in the chat airbrush? Does anyone in the chat brush with air?
Ooh.
If anyone is an Avatar fan, I think this is technically airbending.
Oh.
Yeah, that's probably white enough. It's a little pink because I still haven't cleaned my brush, but it'll get the job done. And you know what? I'm going to take this time to do just a little bit of zenithal. I'm going to let the white fall onto some other areas of the model.
I used to drink zenithal all the time, but I became an addict.
Alicia Spice, no airbrushing. Void 16, no, it is hard. Airbrushing does have a learning curve for sure. Z Nubiq does not airbrush because regular brushes are sufficiently complicated.
Sufficiently complicated.
Kilgore Void occasionally. David Vaughn airbrushes. Kilgore Void for priming and basing. David Vaughn ruined a great unclean one trying to airbrush. I feel like if there's ever been a model you don't have to strip, I feel like it's the great unclean one.
Got to keep them dirty.
Yeah, that's not bad paint. It's just good texture.
Just extra priming.
Yeah. Alicia Spice. I have an airbrush, just not the space to use it. Is it because of a loud compressor? Or just it makes a mess? Which it sort of does. Alright folks, I'm going to be switching to yellow, so I'm going to go rinse my brush out in the sink, because I don't want to contaminate my colors. So I will be back in a few seconds.
Alright. So we don't have that many people airbrushing. But something that I was curious about is what do you all think about those like the name plates that people put on their bases? Is that neat? Because I've seen there's so many companies popping up that are doing that. And I think it might be kind of neat for a kill team.
And I'm back.
Hello.
All right, it's got a nice purple, pink, and white undercoat, so it is time to go nuts with some yellow paint.
I asked them about the nameplates.
Ooh.
What do they think about nameplates?
The 3D printed ones? I want them on every one of my models, all 600. I'll come up with 600 names.
Perfect. Xenobiq just painted the names on the rim.
That works.
Joey Flores thinks it's corny. Not needed.
I like it.
Totes not jelly.
Yeah, it seems almost like a necessity
players.
for Kill Team.
Yeah.
I feel like I own a yellow in between these two yellows. Cygnus and Ember Orange. I want to say I own a P3 yellow in between these two colors. I feel like I just said that twice. Or do I use this Sun Yellow from Vallejo?
I want to.
Is that kind of an in-between? I've worked with this before though, and it gives me almost a little bit of like a highlighter yellow. So I think I'm gonna try the Vallejo Sun Yellow.
Exciting.
Xenoviq. A bunch of my kill team guys wound up having the same last name. Wait, was funny. How did they end up with the same last name? Aren't you naming them? Oh,
but you can use the table.
Yeah, the table in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. They're all related. A family kill team.
And what is the best orc green paint for the skin? Void16 asks. Any. They're all fine. Whatever you have, probably, will get the job done. Looks like this. It's a little bit of a clog. Oh, and it looks like the paint is watery and gross. Huh. It's also.
Are you saying? Are you saying that maybe you didn't take care of that paint?
Well, there's almost nothing left. I can hear the rock. Maybe I can squeeze out just enough. Oh my god.
That's what I say every morning.
I have something small near me that I can poke this. Oh, I got a pencil. All right. I'm gonna try to. This pencil's just about out. It can only go out that far. Compounding errors.
Compounding errors.
Everything in my life has led me to this moment. Can I just... No, nothing wants to come out. Here, can I just pour it out of the cap? What's going to come out? I'm a little nervous. It's a little thin. Can I airbrush with that? I guess I want thin. I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to put whatever leaky yellow is at the bottom of this. I'm going to put it in my brush. Wow, is that really everything?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I got a couple of drips. This is the end of a bottle right here. Ooh, I think I see
Most people have never seen that.
I see a big old chunk of paint too. I gotta. Yep, you don't want that in your brush. That's called a clog. It's a type of wooden shoe.
A clog in C minor.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't you use your airbrush to force the clog out? Probably not. I'm only shooting like 25.
I'm only shooting 25.
Void16 wants a green recommendation. I like P3. You could try some P3 Gnarls green for the base and for the highlight warm green.
Perfect.
But I would suggest getting two colors, one dark and one light, or you could get one color if you have a white and just mix some white into it to brighten it up a little more. All right, moment of truth. Yellow on pink.
Yellow on pink. Nice. Look at that.
Wow.
That's pretty neat.
That's funky. Wow. That completely did a 180.
Yeah.
That is all sorts of shades of yellow.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty epic.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so gang, if you ever want kind of a burnt yellow look, you got to put pink and purple underneath it. That's
wow.
pretty cool.
Look at that. You got to tuck that idea away for later.
Steam Geek 01, pressure builds the more air you force into the compressor space. The air in the pipe is only 25 because it can escape before building? Well, I guess, I mean, in this line, there should only be 25 because I have a regulator on my tank. It's not like my tank is, my tanks might be at like 70 PSI, but there's not 75 available to me in this brush. Because I have a regulator. So if I were to crank and be blasting into the clog, there would be some buildup behind it, but usually what happens with an airbrush is the clog kind of stays put and the air just leaks out through a small hole in the clog. Because it's especially on this particular airbrush, which is a Infinity. It is a Harder and Steinbeck Infinity. Make sure it's on camera there. The needle never completely enters the brush. So if I pull completely back on the yoke, it's still sitting slightly outside of the nozzle. So there's no chance of the clog kind of sitting on the end of the nozzle, causing a seal and then getting blown out. You definitely can.
It's also a really small nozzle.
But there's definitely, I've definitely done it before where there's like small clogs and bits and you can kind of blow them out with some pressure. But yeah, it's not a sure thing. It's usually worth a try right before you have to clean it and take it apart. Wow, nice banana yellow. It does kind of look like a dewback from Star Wars. Kilgore Void is using Army Painter Angel Green on his lone orc. ZNubiQ says, in the biz, this is known as a success. Oh yeah, Steam Geek 01, that bottle is trash now. There's nothing in it except a rock. And I don't feel like going and getting the rock. All right, I think,
Dwayne?
Is it dry? I think I'm going to throw a little bit of a wash on it now. A little Airgrax Earthshade.
Oh.
As soon as I find my Airgrax Earthshade. Really?
We're now on the hunt.
I found my Nuln Oil. It's got to be on this table. I was painting yesterday. Believe it or not, guys, sometimes I just do a little just for fun painting. Not even on camera or nothing.
Wow. Well, for our OnlyFans.
Yes, that's true.
Just
That's
a little
true.
naked paint.
Ah, here it is. Airgrax.
Naked paint. David Vaughn, I think I'm going to paint some squigs with yellow/pink/purple combo.
Do it. It looks sweet.
Yeah. That'd be pretty neat.
Oh my god, Kevin Bruick, that yellow paint hit rock bottom. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Bwamp.
Wow.
A true comedy genius.
I remember when I hit rock bottom. So is that that's a gloss wash, right?
It is.
Agrax?
I don't know if I prefer it to not gloss washes. I think when I go back to buy new Airgrax Earthshade, I'll definitely be buying regular. The gloss is kind of nice. I've never had any frosting or reaction issues with Airgrax and other types of paint. But I don't know. I mean, it's glossy, and sometimes that's not what I want. Right now, though, it pretty much doesn't matter because the model itself is actually pretty glossy.
Hmm.
All right, I think it's already starting to look like a beaten up banana.
I know the look.
Mm.
Love a good beaten up banana.
Details are a little they're not soft, but like the actual sculpting of this muscle and stuff is soft. So it's not wanting to flow. It's just not really wanting to flow. What I could do is I could spray this down with matte, and then I would get a little bit better flow, but I think I can make do with what I got. Just take away some of the areas where it's really pooling in not the most attractive way.
It's a little too cold to go to a pool.
Mm-hmm. Coward. Take the polar bear plunge.
Are you going to do it this year?
I don't want to die.
With the mask on?
I get it. Nah, the corona can't survive in the freezing cold temperatures, probably.
Mm.
Basing that off of no scientific knowledge, or any knowledge of, in particular. I only have paint knowledge. And even then...
And a lot of Star Wars knowledge.
Oh my goodness, all the Star Wars knowledge. Void 16, how do you know a good wash to use? Any product will be fine. Washes are going to tint whatever you put them on. They're usually going to tint them a little bit darker. So for best results, you probably want to start with a model that has some color, some brightness to it. All right, now how am I going to paint spots? Figure browns. I think I'm going to start with some chocolate brown. Although I'm a little nervous, this color doesn't love to water down. The pigment is pretty big, like physically. I wonder if I can show you guys.
Is it pretty thick?
Yeah. Well, it's not thick paint. It's just here. So I'm gonna take a little bit and then put it in the water, and you guys might be able to see. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's not. You want it to kind of ghost. You want it to look semi-transparent. But what I see is just a billion tiny dots.
Nice. I can kind of see it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't spread out.
Yeah, so I'm going to add a little bit of matte medium, which is at least going to keep the tiny dots in medium.
Great.
So it'll thin down without becoming too watery. Yeah, everybody, have some matte medium around. It is super useful.
Don't play with your nude skin or beat your banana kids. Cobra Void, just go old school. Dunk it in wood stain.
Ah, yes, that would be old school. Void 16, you need it's not just a paper towel, it's also a piece of parchment paper. I have a video on making this exact wet palette. You know, not to self-promote, but I am here to promote my channel.
Not here to self-promote, but, you know, kind of am.
All right, let's, I don't know.
That was
let's try to make some spots.
I think that was our second video we ever did.
It definitely could have been.
Still a good one, though.
I mean, he's looking a little like a beat up banana, which is kind of the idea.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have some ideas on how I'm going to spruce them up. I think if I use a very, very thin white ink at the end, I think, in a little bit of medium solution, I can do a little bit more highlighting, even on top of the work I've done with the airbrush.
Are you going to brush that on?
Yeah.
Are you going to airbrush it?
He's a little sticky. Have any of you ever worked with a yellow paint that's sticky or like really stinky? Because I've noticed that with the Vallejo yellows.
It's because of all the pee that's put in there. To be an adult about it.
Kelgore Void prefers a moist palette. Damp. Moist. Okay, I've done every spot the same size, so I'm going to start to do some that are not the same size. Yeah, happy accidents, right? The lizards from Holes. Oh yeah, the lizards from the Holes with Stanley Yellnats, which spelt backwards is Stanley Yellnats. They were reverse Gila monsters.
I remember
Instead of
that.
being black with yellow spots, they were yellow with black spots. I believe that is one of Shia LaBeouf's first roles. Was Holes. Shia LaBeouf. Void 16, I've never painted an ultra... Or no, I might have painted an ultramarine. I've done a lot of stuff. What do I prefer painting? I think it comes and goes. Whatever my current project is usually my favorite. I actually find I don't love painting Space Marines that much, which is weird because I have my largest army is definitely Space Marines. But they're it's kind of formulaic. There's not a ton of room to really do some wild stuff. Like they're gonna be black they're gonna be black. They're gonna have Templar cross on the shoulders. They're gonna have red trim. That's actually, I really like painting my Black Templar characters because I actually get to try out some different stuff with them. I really like my Gene Stealer cult because a lot of those models are real different. The Patriarch is like a giant four-armed alien, but the rank and file are just guys. Some of them are wearing army fatigues because they used to be Imperial Guards. Some of them are wearing mining costumes. Some of them are like an in-between a regular person and a monster.
Aren't we all?
So yeah, if I had to pick a favorite, like if I could only take one of my armies onto Desert Island with me, I think I would take my I would take them just for the fun of the painting. But usually the things I enjoy painting the most are probably stuff like this, like weird stuff and models that just kind of sprung out to me. Like I wouldn't have tried this weird yellow on top of pink for my Space Marines. Steam Geeko 1, a palindrome, like do geese God.
Yep.
If anyone watches the show Big Mouth, there's a joke where one of the characters says something's a palindrome, but it's not. I don't know if it's really a joke. I guess it's just not the thing.
Ha ha ha.
Classic comedy. All right. Well, it definitely looks like he has spots.
He does.
I think I'm going to throw a little bit of Vallejo Earth, because they're not as spotty as I want them to be. He just kind of looks like a monkey has been throwing poop at him, and he keeps nailing him. And I get like the real thing looks like a beat up banana, so I'm kind of nailing it, but it's not quite what I want. Doesn't look like I planned on this, so I want people to say, "Oh, that was a choice," not, "Oh, that's yep."
Coco Void. My jeans tailors only wear Levi's and Old Navy.
Yeah. You gotta steal
I
jeans.
exclusively wear Baby Gap jeans. It makes my diaper not look as bunchy.
10 animals I slam in a net. The Banana Bear chapter.
It's a palindrome.
Honestly, there's a Space Marine chapter, The Invaders, and if you look back at their Rogue Trader colors, one of them is yellow with camouflage, and I actually think this would be a great way to do that. I might, maybe one day I'll make a little kill team of some of my favorite Space Marine chapters, just so that I can have the pleasure of painting them.
Ah. You know, one day I had spots like that, and I had to go to the doctor.
And they said you had 3 months.
Yeah.
And that was 2.5 months ago.
I had to get a shot in the ass. Yeah. It's ending. It's ending soon.
Speaking of ending soon, guys, 9:55, 5 minutes to showtime to curtain.
The curtain.
But we'll be back tomorrow, same bat time, same bat place.
Oh, amazing.
Xenobiq. That's why my kill team is Mantis Warriors. Oh, Xenobiq, do you paint them in the old school colors? The yellow for some of them and green for some other ones. Some of those Space Marine chapters from the Bad Ab War are really wacky. Yes, they are. I like the weird stuff a lot. I like the Rainbow Warriors. I like the classics. Spend 30 minutes on Chaos Power Claws. Oh, I spend years on my Power Fists. Every Power Fist I paint has like a glowy, crackling energy effect that takes forever. But I did it once, so I can't not do it to other ones.
Yep.
Xenobiq, all of his Mantis Warriors are green, but he's got a slightly converted Stern Guard guy with the shoulder pad done up that way. Ah, yes, nice. Xenobiq, have you ever seen, there's a great work in progress blog on Daka Daka of somebody doing up some old school Mantis Warriors. It is phenomenal. He paints up like Rogue Trader plastics, and he builds like an entire probably 3,000 or 4,000 point army over like 285 pages. It is definitely worth a look. Yes, Xenobiq knows what I'm talking about. I have to check in on that like once a year. It is super inspiring. If you guys Google like Mantis Warriors Army Whip work in progress, that should come up. Don't use the search function in Daka Daka because you won't find it.
Yeah, it doesn't work very well.
Max Brant, have you ever painted a checkerboard pattern? Yes, I have. It's not easy, but it is doable. I think if I'm, I keep saying I'm going to do stuff, but I might. I would love to do some lamenters.
Always believe in
I
yourself.
would love to do some lamenters, and I would definitely freehand all of their chapter symbol. You know, it's a kill team, so how many am I gonna have to do? 20 maybe. But Zenibiku lamenters kill team. It's a pipe dream. I would love to do it. TikTok sleep clock about to ring. I think Kevin Bruick has gotta go to bed pretty soon.
Well, so do I.
Yes.
I mean, I get in trouble every single night. I usually go to bed at 8.
"20 lamenters." That's the entire chapter. He's not wrong. The lamenters, they got into some trouble by accidentally allying with a renegade Space Marine chapter, and so they were sent on a penitent crusade. And when a Space Marine chapter is on a penitent crusade to regain their honor, they are not allowed to recruit, and they must help in any conflict or battle they come across. So the lament, it's a little bit, you're either doomed or you miraculously survive and you come back stronger than ever.
You wake up cranky, Nick. I am cranky all the time.
Kilgore Void wakes up disappointed that they woke up.
Don't we all? Void 16. This is my YouTube channel.
Yes, yeah. We are partners. We
Well, not that kind.
well, yeah, but we do equal work on the channel.
We're only partners on our OnlyFans.
Yes, that's true. Yes. I write and shoot the videos. Nick edits, helps him with the voiceover, publishes. You know, does most of it.
Kilgore Void, you're not. There goes my fanfic. I mean, your fanfic can continue. It doesn't stop most people.
Oh yeah, Joey Flores. I just saw they published a new Terminator Chaplain, which I have to buy because I'm collecting all the Chaplains. So, goddamn it, G-dubs. I do like it though. It looks really nice. It looks like a little bit of a toned down version of their last Chaplain, which was a little much. He had so many danglies you almost couldn't see like his body and legs.
Amazing. I love a good dangly.
Xenoq, just ship it harder, Kilgore. All right, Kevin Brook's taking off. Also, so are we. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Good night. Watch our last video, and we're going to be streaming tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central.
Yes, we are.